Yeah.
The group, the Facebook group.
Hey, we're actually live right now. So before we ask more
What's up?
questions, might as well get it on camera.
Might
How's
as
it going,
well.
guys? Welcome to the LOWBALL QEENZ podcast. This is episode 10. And actually, we have a first guest, and his name is Matthew. And he lives in San Diego right now, and we're actually going to ask him, more questions right now. But yeah, guys, if you guys want to join our Facebook group, it's down below, and we post 30-minute videos every single week. This is Collin Hayes, my colleague, and this is Matthew. And yeah, guys, let's get into it. So Matthew, you said you live in San Diego, right?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been there for?
So I was born and raised here. Yeah, born and raised here, but I've lived in other cities. I actually just moved back from Vegas in January to do this eBay stuff full time because the swap meets down here compared to Vegas are just night and day difference.
Really?
Yes.
I remember you had hit me up that you were doing this other thing. Yeah, it's not like some e-commerce thing, no, right?
So my story is I mean I've been an entrepreneur ever since I graduated high school, but I've just been trying to find something to make money online. And then I got introduced to drop shipping way back in 2019. Like, when you run Instagram and Facebook ads, that type of deal, and you send them to a Shopify site, and then I started doing that in 2019. Lots of ups and downs. It was me and two business partners. I actually met one of my business partners. I moved to UCLA. I didn't go there. He went there. He graduated as a mechanical engineering degree, but I was like, yo, you're gonna make 100K a year as an engineer, or we can do this drop shipping stuff and try to scale it to 100K months. And after some time, we finally hit like 150K in sales, probably like a month before COVID, and we were just on top of the world. It was me and my two business partners. We all moved to San Diego. We were all living under the same roof, doing this, and yeah, we hit a six-figure month right before COVID. We placed a big order of this product, and it was just sitting at a warehouse in China, and then everything shut down, and that was our first L. We've taken many L's in drop shipping, dude. So lots of ups and downs. And then I think I sent David one of my other products. It was like a scratch off dates poster. I don't know if I sent you that. Yeah, so we scaled that to pretty good. We did I think like $250,000 in 2 months. But the difference between like eBay and drop shipping is like when you're doing drop shipping, the profit margins are way smaller.
I was telling Collin about that.
Yes, and as you scale up, you start to pay more for ads, and then your conversion rate goes way down. So we were like operating on an 8% like profit margin, and as you go to scale up, it just like it just doesn't even out.
Sweet spot, huh?
Say that again.
It's hard to be like in that sweet spot.
Yeah, it's hard to be in the sweet spot. Drop shipping's a lot harder than people think. Don't get me wrong, you can do it and stuff like that, but yeah, when you're dealing with China, it's not as easy as eBay to where you go get the products and post them up real quick. eBay's more time consuming because you're doing more physical labor, but drop shipping, you can make a lot of money, but it's not that fucking easy, bro.
Well, yeah, we see people like posting 300K, 100K, 200K, but I told them it's just the profit margins are way different when it comes to compared to eBay,
right. Yeah, if someone posts 300K, you can expect them, like, depending on the product, like, dude, at scale with drop shipping and paying for ads and all this other stuff, like you'll be lucky to get like 8 to 12% profit margins.
Yeah,
was that Facebook ads?
Yes, Facebook ads. So Facebook owns Instagram. So when you run Facebook ads, like on the Facebook backend, you can launch on Instagram. There's other ways you can do it too. Like it's not just like you can launch like ads on Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels. There's many different ways. Our last product that we were running, the 100-day scratch off poster, you can look it up on IG. It's called 100dates.shop, I think. And yeah, we were running Instagram Reels and it was killing it. But
page?
Yeah, what that's the brand. It was a brand name, dude. I think we scaled it. It has like it's the one with 8,000 followers on Instagram.
Show me that.
Yeah, so it's just a piece of poster. So like, dude, it's really not worth a lot, but there's like 100 different dates that you scratch off and you do one with your significant other. But yeah, when you're running on an 8% profit margin and you're spending thousands a day, the profits are not that high at all. And then you got other, like, dude, paying rent in Vegas, groceries, all this stuff just adds up.
Yeah.
So I found David's channel back in April of last year, and I didn't take it seriously, and then I barely started hopping on this wave in like October, and then January was the first month where I went like, all right. I moved back from Vegas to San Diego. My parents have a 3-acre piece of land here, and there's like 2 houses. So, and my dad has some sheds. So I'm just like trying to make this shit work. Make the expenses real low. You know.
So the drop shipping wasn't even worth it when you even at over 100K plus a month.
Well, depending on the product, it could be worth it. For us, for one thing, you got to keep in mind, drop shipping is not like eBay to where like, oh, you find a Motorola walkie-talkie and it's selling for like 25 bucks. You got to find like, let's just say this Hydro Flask. Like, say you want to run this Hydro Flask like on Facebook and Instagram ads, you got to spend at least $300 to $400 to see if this shit's even gonna work, like running ads. Because you can run an ad for anything, and if people don't buy, your money's gone. So it can take like, depending on your win rate, like one winner will change your life. But say you have a 1 in 30, say your odds are 1 in 30. Just do the math on that. 300 per product times 30 products. Like, dude, you got to have a good amount of money. And then another thing is like spend limits on Facebook. So say you do hit a winner, like we hit a winner, say the poster, we hit the poster winner. I think it was like a year ago around this time we hit the winner. But if your Facebook account, like on the back end on Facebook, there's so much stuff. Like Facebook will limit to you to where like if you make a brand new Facebook ads account, you only can spend $50 a day, and you can't really scale anything with $50 a day. And then over time, as you continue to run ads, Facebook ups your daily spend limit, but it only goes so fast. So like say you do hit a winner, you can scale up really fast, but Facebook won't allow you to do that. So it takes time, dude. And then Facebook, like just a bunch of stuff. Facebook will shut down your account, flag your account, and then you're dealing with Facebook support. And Facebook is not like eBay at all. They don't respond right away. Only a certain amount of people get the chat. It's just chaos. But don't get me wrong, you can make a lot of money with drop shipping. Your business and your systems just have to be set up ready to go, because at scale, like customer service is insane, dude.
Yeah. So are you just full eBay now, or are you still doing that a little bit?
Right now I'm just doing full eBay, and basically I've had like one job for 5 months total in the last 4 years. What I've been doing, like just to help out with when we were drop shipping to fund the business, I would sell sectionals. Actually, I seen David posted a sectional not too long ago. So I buy sectionals. I still do this on the side, not as much anymore because I'm doing eBay right now. But if anybody listening wants to make like some quick cash and you have a truck, or you can even pay someone, I go on Facebook Marketplace and people sell their sectionals for very cheap. L-shaped couches, U-shaped couches, sectionals only. Brown, gray sectionals. You can get them for cheap because sectionals are in high demand and they're very expensive. But on Facebook Marketplace, people sell them for cheap. So like today, I have one in my truck. I got it. It's a big ass gray sectional. I got it for $200. I'll just clean it up a little and I'll sell it for $700-800 real quick. Now I've been doing this for 2 years now. And I used to just do couches full time. My plan was just to scale it up, get a warehouse like your guys' and just do couches. But I had like a little storage unit.
Yeah.
Say that again.
I've seen people do that where they get a bunch of furniture, they just refurbish it a little bit and they flip it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So people do a lot of furniture. I just stuck to strictly couches. And I started off with like a 10 by 25 unit, and I was making around $5 to $6K a month just off of couches. Just picking them up, taking them back, cleaning them. I was just taking advantage of my parents' washer and dryer. You just take the cushions off, throw them in there, put it back on, take better pictures. And then the key that I got a lot of sales because of this, because I would just offer free delivery. I actually got a truck just for couches. I just offer free delivery, bro. I just added into the price.
Yeah, hell yeah. Couches, they hella fluctuate on Facebook Marketplace for sure.
Right.
Anywhere from like maybe $200 all the way up to like maybe $700-800, huh?
Yeah, it depends like what type of couch it is, so for me, if I'm buying a couch to resell it, I won't spend no more than like $300 on a couch. And that's if I could sell it for, like, I try to double up my money. Sometimes, like, dude, you'll be surprised. Like, there'll be a couch just all fucked up, like ripped up, everything, and someone's giving it away for free. I'll just be like, all right, I'm just gonna pick this up real quick, take it home, post better pictures, and say, yeah, it has rips, it needs cleaned, and then I'll offer free delivery and sell it for like 150, and just make a quick free 150, and all I had to do was just go pick it up.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about eBay right here.
Yeah.
So what's kind of your goal? Where you're at? Where are you at right now? And so you said you started in January and taking it more seriously.
Right.
Where do you see yourself going there? Because I've been seeing that you've been posting like 50, 60 packages, and then like you've been buying hella stuff. So where do you want to go from there?
So I think my first goal was to get to 5K a month in sales, not profit. So in January I did 6.8K in sales. So that's not too bad. But then eventually my goal is I'll be happy, satisfied for my next goal, not the long run, to do like 20K a month in sales.
Yeah.
Without like having too much overhead, you know, just try to keep it to me and just do as much work as I can do to start off and then
Yeah.
go from there.
Yeah, that's the best way to build the capital up without a lot of overhead, for sure.
Yeah, dude, the overhead kills you. When you're spending on warehouses and all that extra stuff that has nothing to do with the product. If you can keep the money in the product and you do all the work, you can get to 20 for sure.
Yeah, that would be great. And
you're buying a lot of the smaller stuff too. I saw like you're just getting a ton of it, huh? Over there in San Diego.
Yeah, I just try to mix it up, like what you guys say, the 70-30 rule. Actually, like, dude, I have a lot of like one of the main problems I had when I first started eBay, I would watch your guys' videos and I would go out and I think I would be buying something that would sell and like make all this money, but it just sits there, you know. I think a lot of people go through this, and yeah, so I have like a lot of receivers that haven't sold yet. So now what I'm trying to do is do what you said, you know. If they're not selling for like over $100 for like for parts, just leave them there, you know.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of that. Like today, I picked up 2 receivers that are selling for way over 100, and then just a bunch of small items like radios, headsets. I sold. I sent it in the group chat that picture of the cameras where Collin, you were like, oh, it's $8 each. I've sold a lot of those, pretty much almost all
You
of those.
ended up buying those, right?
Yeah, I bought all those.
For $8 each?
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Did you end up buying all those CDs?
Yeah. So actually, if I move my camera right here, I got all the CDs right here.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
Hell
Yeah, all the CDs, and then there's like a ping pong table right there. I have them all set up, and I'm just like separating them, like ones that have like the crack cases that are missing CDs.
They're all different,
but
right? It's not like the same copy.
Yeah, they're all different. I've posted like 20, and I've sold a Taylor Swift one for $20 already with shipping.
Oh, heck yeah! You just
I
just got those the other day, right?
Yeah, I picked 5. It's 5,000. I think it's more than 5,000, but I got them for 300. Like David said, I would just leave them alone and get electronics. But like honestly, the deal was too good. Like 5,000. Like dude, on average, let's say they sell for $5. That's like 25,000 in sales. Obviously not right away, but just overall.
Yeah, that was a little deal.
Say that again.
There's a little Facebook deal.
Yeah, this was on Marketplace, and I actually reposted them with the other guy's picture on Marketplace for $4,000 for the whole lot. And someone's like hitting me up saying he wants to do it, but I'm just debating whether I want to post them on eBay or do it on Marketplace.
Go box by box. You know, take your time with it because it will take time. Pull out the ones that are like probably over $8 at least. The rest put them to the side, and then that's when you sell off the rest to someone else. You pull out all the good ones, where you'll make, you know, like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 through eBay, and then the $5 and $2 and $3 ones, sell them all there, and just whenever you sell them, just be like, oh, I don't know what's in there, man. I just know it's a bunch of CDs. My uncle gave them to me. And
yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, you know, you get all the good ones on eBay, and you just kind of throw the garble ones on there, and then you just get rid of them on Facebook.
Actually, that's a great idea.
Yeah, someone else will be thinking they're getting the fucking, you know, you're kind of fucking them, but it's just business, you know. Just be like, I don't know what's in there, man, you know, and then just give me 1,000.
The only thing it's gonna take a while to look up 5,000.
That's the thing, though.
Yeah, dude, that is the thing. Like, dude, I thought I could do it. Like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna make all this money. Like, dude, I got a way to make a bag right here. But dude, when you get them all out and there's 20 boxes, dude, it's just never ending, dude. I just sit here in my garage like, oh my god, dude, there's so many. Like, dude, I just have piles all over already. I had my dad helping me last night, like go through them and shit. He's like, all right, these ones are all on eBay. I'm gonna put these in this box and this and that.
Yeah,
I'm just like, dude.
Or if you can have someone like a little cousin or someone like that can help you out, just searching them up and putting them to the side. I don't know, something like that.
Or you
that's a good actually.
You can maybe find somebody on eBay that sells CDs and see if they'll buy like lots or something, like, you know, like a lot of like 100, and you know, I don't know.
I messaged some guy on YouTube. He sells a lot of CDs, and I commented on one of his videos. I'm like, hey man, I have 5,000 CDs if you're interested. And just today he responded. He's like, hey, I might be interested. Send me a DM and IG. It's a small YouTube account. And I just found him because I was looking up like how to sell CDs on eBay. But his name's Pearls from the Past.
Dude, I might have a buyer for your CDs.
Really?
Those fucking eBay addicts.
Yeah, dude, I'll entertain anything, dude. I'll drive across the country to sell this. I don't care. Yeah, interesting.
I'll hit him up.
No, there for sure is a lot of value. Like some aren't even opened, and like, dude, I've looked some up. Some are selling for like $30, and it just takes so much time to like, dude. Honestly, I'm just trying to do electronics, dude.
Yeah.
So,
But last night I was looking and like, dude, I've had experience with VAs like just from job shipping and stuff, and I found like I know a VA that it's a female, but I asked her like she does eBay too, and she just like for my whole store, she offered to do like each listing for 25 cents, and she does like all the research. And I sent her like a description like Usman does, and she's like, yeah, I do that, no problem. So yeah, for 25 cents, I might just test out a few and just see how good it is. But she said she's been posting on eBay for 2 years already for other people, and 25 cents, that's a steal, dude. I'll do that for every product that I get. I don't even
25
care.
cents a listing?
Yes.
That's how cheap.
You might
Yeah,
have
because
to
dude,
send it over.
I actually, yeah, I will. I meant to tell you guys, I tried out like Usman and shit, and you're right, like, dude, I don't know if you know this, but like, the amount of money, like 80, whatever you're paying him, $1, or I was paying him $1 per listing, dude. Over there in that country, Usman's rich as a motherfucker, dude. Like
he's
this
a
guy,
fucking dog over there.
Dude,
like, bro, this guy's like
over
Elon
there.
Musk he's like Elon Musk over there, dude. That's how much money he's making. Because you got to keep in mind, these guys don't drink alcohol or do anything because it's against their religion, dude. He's balling out big time. Like, dude. $25 a day over there and they're rich, dude. That's why like I hired Usman for a little bit, but I was just like after paying like $1 per listing, I was like, dude, I could just do this and just myself and not pay $1. But 25 cents per listing, like, dude, the amount of business that you give them, like they'll still be rich, and that's more than enough money. But yeah, I told like I dropped Usman, then I hired like another VA for 50 cents, and I'm like, dude, still this is like a little too much. Like you're making, especially if you're sending them like 100 to 200 products a day to post, like, dude, that's a lot of money for these guys, bro.
It is, but the main reason why I've just stuck with Usman is because he's like literally he does not take one day off or one.
Right.
He doesn't take 5 minutes off. If I text him, if I need something that he messed up on, I text him, he'll be there in like 2 seconds. But that's probably because he's literally like
because you're paying him so much money, he better do whatever you say. Usman does got that dog in him though, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
He does.
Yeah,
honestly, if we could save like 70%, if that lady's really charging 25 cents,
So,
that'd be worth it. I don't know.
So she says she does the listings for everyone else, or someone else helps her out.
No, she does it, dude. This lady's actually in Bangladesh. But yeah, she does it, dude. I was talking to her. I have her. I talk to these people on WhatsApp.
So here's the thing with Usman, I would send him 180. Collin would send him 100, and we'll send him the links, bro. By 12 hours after, they're done.
Right. Yeah, they go off. Yeah, they go off, dude.
If that lady is charging 25 cents, I'd use her, right? Would she be able to do that? That's the thing. Like if she's doing it all herself, like she can't, you know?
So she told me she's ready to start Friday. So I didn't really push the issue too much because 25 cents for me is a steal. So what I can do is I can test her out Friday, send her like 100 products and see how fast they get listed. And yeah, I can definitely put you guys on if it's good or if it's worth it. The only thing is too, like why Usman doesn't do any of the listings anymore, because you guys sent him so much business. Like, dude, one man can't. I mean, maybe he could, but like one man possibly can't do that.
Yeah. Because right now I have an in-house, and you know it's since I'm giving him a little better product, it's worth it for what I'm paying per the product. But I'm giving him 15 an hour, and he's doing about 15 to 20 items an hour, but it's just higher quality. So
right.
But he's doing other stuff too, like, oh, can you move that? Can you help me move this, unload this? And it's a bunch of other stuff too at the same time. So me personally, right now with the in-house, it's been going pretty good. But if some lady could do it for 25 cents, just the listings, like that's insane.
Yeah, that's a steal. Because I started off telling her like, hey, you want to make like $1,300? I have 5,000 CDs. I'll pay you 25 cents a listing. And like, dude, over there, that's a lot of money. Like thousands over there. Like, dude, you're set for like fucking a year, dude. If you send someone $1,000 over there.
I have advice for though. I remember I bought like 500 video games, and I was PS2s, PS3s, Xbox Ones, and Xbox, older ones. I posted them all and I sent them all to Usman. But honestly, like, you don't want that kind of fluff in your store either. I took them off like a while ago, but you don't want that kind of fluff. If you were to list all those 5,000, like, this is going to be hella fluff in your store too. I suggest pull out the quality and get rid of the extra fluff.
What's the downside to have like the fluff in there though? Like, wouldn't it just bring more traction to your store though, even if people don't buy?
Well, the CDs isn't that bad, but let's say like with the fluff I had, I probably had like 3,000, 4,000 items of fluff back in the day. I got to like almost 16,000 items. That takes up like a whole rack. And
I
once
see. Yeah,
you're
just
at the
space.
point where it's getting filled up, you might get filled up. You're going to keep buying items. You're going to be at the point where if you want to maximize your space too, you just got to watch out for that, because you're going to get at the point where you fill it up and it's like, fuck, dude, I need to get in a warehouse, or I just kind of watch what I get from here on out, get rid of the fluff, and we just fill up with only quality,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And you don't want to be wasting time on like items that like for instance, if you're spending like an hour or 2 hours a day posting up fluff, that's really not, they might get you a little more boost in the algorithm. But if it's really like, if they're like really cheap items, or just, they're going to sit for a long time, it might be better to just put more effort into sourcing for those 2 hours other than adding the fluff.
Right.
And
so
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Those $1,300 you were talking about giving that lady, imagine those $1,300 on better product too, that you can list all by yourself, maybe in a day. Imagine $1,300 into 50 items, but they're monster items,
Right.
that go for quadruple your money, but you do all the work. You can list them all in one day, and then you get the money quicker. That's kind of what happened,
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, time, just the overall time. That's the one thing you can't get back, dude. No matter how rich you are, is time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say like maybe like a year ago, me and David were both putting up a lot of fluff, and then I started like really like paying attention to like, all right, what's selling and what's not. Because at first I would bundle up items that I thought looked good, and I just send them to Usman. And so there was like a lot of like items in there that probably shouldn't have been posted, because I'm paying Usman $1, and then I'm also wasting my time cleaning them, testing them, and
pictures.
So like a lot of those items right now I'm having to take out, so I wasted a lot of time, a lot of money. And then also with that time, I could have got to the next items faster, which is what I'm doing right now. Like now, instead of posting up all that fluff, I'm just focused on getting to the next good items and then the next good items.
So yesterday, me and Collin, we did a deal. We spent $7,000 on sound bars, right? They're Bose ones. It was like 70 total sound bars, like 35 items each, right? $3,500 each. We'll probably like triple our money by listing those, and it's 35 items. And those, my assistant listed them all today, right? And that was just one day of listing. It's 35 items. I didn't get to like my goal of 50 how I'd like, but it's 35 like really quality items. And then tomorrow we're just gonna post fucking $15, $20 items of just whatever, $20, $30 items, like the walkie-talkies. But I don't get that kind of, we don't get that kind of product either. We don't get the chance to buy that expensive product all the time. But we're gonna put it up, and I'd rather do that and then mix it in with the extra stuff. Because honestly, since we're in California, we can buy so much stuff that we can just throw in whatever. But I don't think that's the best idea, because we got to maximize our space and our time and what we're paying for people to list them.
For the ones that you already know might be fluff, like for instance, like the CDs, like it'd be better to save those for a rainy day, Like if you already if you have some bangers to post, just get through those. And then if you have a day where you can't come home with any like $20 plus, then just go for those 10 to 15,
That makes total sense.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, and my sales have gone up by probably like on average like 15% a month, just from like that little change in like what I'm posting and what am I going to be posting up all the $10 items, or am I just going to go for 20 and up? And lately it's been like 20 and up, and I've had better results that way. Even
so you guys basically
listings a little bit.
So you guys basically just learned based on experience, like, it's time to go for quality over quantity.
Yeah. But obviously we're still doing a lot of quantity, but it's just a little bit different, But I just learned from the years, and just knowing to maximize my time and my money per dollar. And if I'm already going to pay someone to list an item for a certain amount of dollar, might as well maximize what I'm giving them to list, There's going to be the same price, and it's probably good, last as long for them to list it. So
the profit margin needs to be greater if you're paying someone to do it. Like, there's no point to pay fucking someone certain X amount of dollars if you're making less than that back. So that makes sense.
Yeah, back in the day, in my heyday with Usman, I was sending that fucker 180 a day, bro, for like 2 months straight. And I I think my highest sales at that point, but I was just doing fucking throwing a bunch of shit in there. I think I got to like 45,000, right? Right now I'm like at 32, but right now we're listing like 30, 40 a day, 50 a day. And I'm paying my employee like 400 a week. And that's it though. No pick, like just my cost of employment is just like 400 a week. And that's it. I was paying newsmen like 900 a week plus people to take the pictures. And I'm making just slightly less money and my overhead is, you know, way less and I'm buying way less items and the items that I do buy are making me more money. So for the people that are watching, you get really excited too. I got hella excited. I was just buying shit everywhere, bro.
You do, dude. Like, you do.
Oh, fucking checks. But that's not the way to go. I'm trying to be smarter and just maximize. Keep the expenses low too, because you get excited with all that money and buy stuff that you don't need to on the side when it comes to not even buying stuff for eBay. But you're doing good with staying with your parents and that you got the shed there, bro. You got lucky with the shed and the shit in the bag. That's dope.
Yeah, dude. It's a big ego to bite, dude. But you got to do whatever. I have a saying, like you just got to do whatever's best for business, bro. If you really want to make shit to work, you're gonna have to make sacrifices. Like, dude, I've lived on my own since I was fucking 20. I'm 24 now, and I just moved back in. So yeah, you have to bite a bullet. But like, dude, one negative turns into fucking many positives. So that's the way I look at it right now. And with 3 acres, dude, I've been looking at like warehouses. Like, dude, you can get like a fucking 50 by 100 for like 50 grand, bro. Like a solid warehouse with like 2 roll-up doors. And yeah, dude, I've been thinking of a lot of shit, bro. In San Diego, there's a lot of options.
It's I've never even heard of that. So you're out more like you're like in the outskirts of San Diego?
Yes, yeah. So I'm in San Diego, but I'm just like in the hills. Like basically, like from downtown, I'm probably about like 58 minutes from downtown San Diego.
Oh, okay, gotcha. No, but you're right there, bro. Because you can, I'm sure you know, what like the flea market's like 40 minutes, maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah. So dude, there's a lot of flea markets here in San Diego. There's about like 5 different ones that I know of, and yeah, dude, the closest one to me is probably about like 35 minutes. But yeah, so I just started having like a new routine on Wednesdays. I posted the one today in the group and everything. On Wednesdays, I go to one, and then Friday mornings I go to one, and then sometimes I'll either go to like Saturday and Sunday mornings, or just like one of the two.
Yeah. So my kind of advice, since you're you got 5 to choose from, you got like 4 or 5 days to go and do that thing where you spend 100 and you try to make 5, but it's like maybe 5 items, you know. And also that, and then if someone has dollar day or barato, you fucking buy a bunch of those fuckers too, you know.
Right.
Whatever's there, but try to maximize your dollar, and if you can keep everything to where you're doing everything yourself, you can get to that 20 in no time, bro, especially out there.
Yeah, that's the plan. Like, dude, my birthday's coming up. Like, dude, I'm on my shit, bro. So yeah, I'm doing whatever it takes, bro. Like you guys always say, whatever it takes.
And you gotta ask those sellers, the ones that you're getting like those little items from. You gotta ask them if they have more, because you know sometimes like there's one guy.
So we got our fuckers, bro.
There's one guy we buy from, and like at first we were buying from him at the flea market, and we basically asked him if he had more. We go to his house. And his house is literally a giant storage unit of items, just hundreds of thousands of items, just stored there.
I've been talking to these people. I've been getting like some cards, and then like that, dude. Some guys I already text these guys. Like I got their numbers and stuff because they know. Like, dude, I spend like a good amount of money, you know. But yeah, like one guy today. This is like my friend now. He's become my friend. But yeah, he invited me over. Now that you said that, he invited me over to his house. So this guy, he buys estates, dude. And he said he had like just fucking 3 storages full of electronics. I'm like, bro, you don't even need to bring it here. I'll go over there and just buy it all.
Yeah, bro. It's better for him. And then he can get rid of the stuff quicker, get his money, and then you get the product. It's so much better when
win-win.
Everyone's happy, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, and the moment that like you start buying, like you find those sellers that are selling like the items you posted on the chat, like once you start having like a bucket, like I already saw you had like a bucket of stuff going, then that's where like, you know, let's say you have those like you have 50 cameras in there might be like a few underneath that are worth 100 or more, and they're not even gonna know because you just have so many items, they're not gonna actually go and count them, you know.
Right. That's what happened today. I had like 2 big bins, and like I'll look something up if I know like it's gonna be worth a lot of money, and like just in my head, like I'll look a few things up, and in my head I'll have like a dollar amount, like, oh, how much these 2 are worth alone. And then depending on the price they say is like either I'll pay him it or I'll bargain usually. Sometimes if they say 300, I'll say just 200 just to meet them at 250. for these guys. Like, dude, I got like those 2 bins back there and like 2 receivers. I spent like 300 today at the swap meet, but there's like 2 PS1s in there. Like, there's some good. Dude, it's a good deal, bro. But yeah, I'm just trying to do what you guys say.
Yeah, my dad, he always says, and I always try to do this thing where whatever lot you're getting, if 1 to 2 items could pay for the entire lot, like, you know, there's some shit that there's like 150, 200, and then if you pay them 300 and like 2, 3 items pay for everything, then you go ahead and do it. The extra fluff fucking makes up for it. Like,
exactly.
I have 2 questions.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. So someone asked, what are the benefits of joining the group? And I put, or the benefits are pretty much you get access to the, you know, the full length podcast. But, you know, we're only 26 people in the chat right now. But like the more people that join, I feel like it's going to be better. We're going to be more people. And we're just going to all send shit in there and communicate. You know, I think that's pretty dope that it's getting there. You know, it's still like it's not that many people. But when it was just like me, Collin, and like 2 other people, it was hell. That shit was not the move. But now that more people are joining, it's getting there. So that's kind of the benefits. Not too much, but it's what we got right now. And then someone asked.
I was just gonna say one thing I can add on to that is value. Like, dude, if you think you know something, you don't know everything. So you might as well surround yourself with people who are doing the same stuff as you to get more value out of it. So yeah, the group is a no-brainer.
Yeah,
and literally just it doesn't take much to change your entire eBay business. Like, I swear, I watched probably like 5 videos from one guy when me and David were kind of noobs, and just those 5 videos that I watched, they literally like set the pace of what I was gonna do. Because literally, like back in the day, we were just like we didn't know what we were doing.
Like, freestyle, we didn't know what was possible. We were just in our own thing, you know.
Once I heard daily listing, once I heard about daily listing, which is so simple, but it gave me like kind of a structure to go off of. Whereas before it was just go and get what we can, and then just, you know, like it was
right. Yeah, I think that's an important factor right there. Like, dude, what you just said, like, dude, people think eBay is pretty hard. I mean, dude, nothing's easy, but like, honestly, if you post every single day, like, eBay is going to reward you, bro. And I realized that firsthand. Like, when I first started, I wasn't posting every day. Like, I would post 20 a day. And then like the next day I'd be like, nah, like, dude, I'm just going to send out these packages and post the rest, like, when I get the chance. And like, yeah, your sales will be slow, dude. But if you post every day, like, dude, at least one thing will sell every day if you post consistently.
Yeah, so, the moment you stop listing daily is the moment your sales are about to go down, like within a few days, like a lot.
Right.
Literally, I just recorded a video, and that was literally the fucking topic of the video.
Oh, really?
Oh, funny. I just got done with that shit. I'm gonna post it after this. And then I got 3 more questions real quick. So someone asked, do you refurbish any of your items, or do you sell them broken? I personally, I don't fix anything. I'd like to maybe get someone that knows how to fix receivers, and get someone to, you know, test them and fix them all. But we don't. Do you test or fix anything? I mean,
I test things, but like for an example, like receivers, like I'll just turn, like what I usually do is, bro, I'm a new seller on eBay, so like instead of me asking like 1,000 questions, I'd rather just do trial and error. Like, dude, I'll test the receiver, and if it turns on, and I'll sell it for used, like for not for parts. I'll sell it for pre-owned, and then like if someone returns it, I'm like, okay, maybe these receivers, like even if they turn on, they don't work, and then I'll just put it for parts. That goes for a lot of my products. Like, dude, if I think it's gonna work, I'll just sell it for pre-owned, and then if they return it, oh well. Like, dude, I'll just send these guys their money back. I really don't care as long as I'm learning something out of the situation.
Yeah, that's perfect right there, bro. Like, that's literally how we do it. So we don't refurbish anything though. We don't fix anything though, and that's how pretty much we determine whether we put it for parts or not. And then, you know, the second question is literally, are you testing the items? And that kind of answered the same thing. And then someone said my business took off when I switched to selling 50 to 60% electronics. Yeah, I think electronics are the fucking move, honestly. Like, that shit's dope. I can see myself doing shoes or clothing, but I don't know. I think electronics are pretty cool. That's just a fucking move.
It's because all electronics usually have a brand and a model there, so you could anybody could look it up without knowing.
Easy to list. I think it's the easiest thing to list, bro. Because shoes, sometimes you can't find them all, like the exact one. Shirts, you know, there's a lot of brands that we honestly don't fucking know. You got to be really knowledgeable on that. But with this thing, you can just start tomorrow, and you can find some electronics, see how much they go for immediately, without even knowing anything.
I think electronics sell good too, because a lot of these companies, like the stuff people buy, either they're not making them anymore, and they like eBay's their only other option, or two,
Yeah.
like they just want a good deal on something, and eBay's the best option to find a good deal. So yeah, electronics is definitely a win-win situation compared to like clothes or
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
Hey, so you said you're from Las Vegas, right? Or that's
no,
where
I'm
you
from
were from?
I'm from San Diego, but I lived in Las Vegas for like the last 2 years.
Did you try going to the flea markets out there?
Yeah, I went to a few flea markets out there, and I actually brought like a good amount of electronics back from Vegas to San Diego. There's only in reality there's only like one good flea market in Vegas. It's called Broad Acres, but yeah, it's dude compared to Cali, bro. Cali's the best state, dude, for this
Yeah.
type of stuff.
So down south and then Bay Area, best shit. And then we're in the middle. There's not that much out here, but we make the fucking drive. We don't care.
Yeah, you guys go to NorCal. It's definitely good up there. I've seen all the videos. Like, yeah, it's pretty much, dude. It's in Cali, bro. It's all the same shit. LA is good, dude. I was actually planning if I stayed in Nevada and didn't move back with my parents, I was just gonna make weekly trips to LA and take that shit back. But just overall,
stay there, bro. Yeah,
yeah,
fucking 5 days a week you can fucking go there.
exactly, dude.
And honestly, like if your dad has the 3 acres, you can build a fucking bigger one later on, and you can get some shit going on there for like crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
dude. These guys seen 50 orders, and my parents seen 50 orders on the floor, and they're like in shock, like that this is actually happening. I'm like, yeah, it's. I told you. Like,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
What were they saying when you were doing drop shipping?
So like when they were doing drop shipping, like dude, I had a lot of ups and downs in drop shipping. Like dude, I'm one of those guys where I've been telling my parents I'm gonna be rich for a while, and just like dude, like shit happens. Like like COVID, I couldn't do anything about COVID. Just a bunch of shit. But yeah, I would show like my parents like a $10,000 day, and they would think it's cool. But they would always ask like, oh, where's the profits at? Like, where's the money in your bank? And I'm like, oh, it's a bit like, dude, especially having 2 other business partners.
Me and you are on the same shit because I used to have this party business, bro. I started this when I was like 19. Me and Collin got into this shit a lot where we would rent out the venues, charge people out the door. And sometimes it'd be a lot of money. Sometimes I lose a fuck ton, Sometimes I lose $7,000, sometimes make 15. I did that for like 3-4 years, and I was like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna be fucking rich. But dude, that shit, when you fell on some shit, and then your parents just like, oh, see, I told you. But you gotta fucking pick back up and try some new shit. And this is the shit that's been working, honestly. So it's just good. But honestly, it's good to fail though. It's hella good to fail and learn, pick back up, and you know that when you fail, it's not the end of the world, and you just have more confidence to keep going. When you overcome
if you didn't fail, that means you weren't trying hard enough, bro. Like in anything you do, like you're gonna fail, like no matter what you do. So.
No, yeah, definitely.
And probably when you like back in the day when I saw David at one of his parties, I remember one time there was like $13,000 that got sold in tickets at the door. And once I saw that for one night, I was like, that just opened my eyes that, like there's a lot of shit possible out here that you can do some shit. Like when you made 100K plus in a month on dropshipping, that gave you a little taste, right?
Yeah, dude, I remember. Dude, I was at a restaurant with my family, bro, and I had like 150K a month, bro. I thought I was like just fucking a god, dude, in there. Like I'm making more than my dad and my mom combined, bro. But yeah, dude, like your first month when you do big numbers, like it just gets reinvested into the business, and then shit happens, bro. So
once you get that taste, though, you always
good
want more.
When I was doing that, dude, I just felt like I was so on top of the world. But then you get fucking shook, and then you drop down, and you're like, God damn it. And then you come up a little bit again, and then shit happens again, but you just keep going like that. And then when you get to like a higher level, now like when shit goes good, and I'm just like, damn, that shit's fucking numbers are crazy. I don't get fucking excited anymore because I'm like, dude, something's coming, something's gonna happen. Like I don't want to get too excited because some shit's gonna something always happens, bro. You just gotta learn how to like be prepared for the worst. Life. It's fucking life. You learn quick, bro. Once you're out in the wilderness on your own.
Right.
Someone sent a question. What % of goods are you sourcing at the flea market and yard sales and estate sales? Me personally, me and Collin, we did like 2-3 years of fucking doing all that. And we just ended up finding people that we just go up to their house or, we just deal with them directly. And they just get a ton of fucking shit for us. Too much shit that honestly, like Collin, like if we went to that guy's house yesterday, we could have spent way more and we spent $7,000, bro. You know that. and we could have gone to the storage and all that shit.
Yeah, and that goes with something I learned today. I was watching a video. It's something I've been thinking about because, like, for instance, when you're going to yard sales and the flea market, like anybody can go there. Like everybody has access, so your business has no moat. Like anybody could just come and they could just attack everything that you have because everybody has access to that. So, like that's what I was telling you earlier. Like when you can, make that connection and start going to their house. So now you're gonna get closer. You're gonna get closer to the goods. They're not gonna be filtered out as much. People aren't gonna see them as much before you.
Yeah.
So like, you want to figure out how you can build a moat because like right now, even with the guys that me and David buy from, there's some competitors coming in right now that have been like fucking my business, and it's had me pissed off. And that has made me think, how am I gonna build a bigger moat so that somebody can't just walk in and start buying the items that I'm buying? Because what if they just
we got competitors, bro? We don't want to say too much, but we got some competitors.
Yeah.
Get in the way.
They're watching the videos, bro.
We were saying that.
I swear, that's what I was saying. But
they're like,
but they're fucking overpaying and they're gonna get burnt out. Like, there's no way they could do it. But anyways, yeah, we got some competitors, but you got to build something where there's less people that have access to the in between, and that's what me and Collin are trying to kind of work on right now. But that's more advanced stuff.
Yeah,
that's fucking way ahead.
where do you guys think that the people you guys buy your products from? Where do you think they get it from?
There's a lot of electronic waste that goes down in California, and like all those people that that like even that you're seeing there, and a lot of it goes to recycling centers. I know in like the Goodwill, they separate electronics from clothing from clothes, and people normally buy in bulk from them directly, and it's usually because they have like a connection with someone in there, and they like all electronics and shit like that. I met a lot of people in the Bay Area that are on that kind of vibe, and they just have someone that they know in there, and you won't be able to get in. They just have that kind of connection, but there's a lot of people that are in that kind of spot. I don't know how they do it, but that's kind of what we've been trying to do. So
yeah, like for an example, like the Bose speakers you guys just bought, like where does one person get like 70 Bose speakers? Because like Collin said something, I don't know, in a podcast or like an old video, to where like if you can cut the middleman off, you'll make way more money. And I've just been thinking of like, dude, these guys actually, like if they're selling at the flea markets, either I've been trying to think where they're getting all these products from. Either one, they're doing storage units, or two, they're buying like whole houses, like estate sales, right? And they're just buying the whole thing. That's the only two things I can come up with, unless these guys are buying like electronic return pallets, which wouldn't make any sense because like the items, like they're not like in return boxes, they're just old. But yeah, like I see, like you guys probably see them too, like these recycling centers, like on the side of the road, like donate your old electronics here. Like I wonder if the owners of this store has like those stores have like an eBay store or something that they're posting on. But yeah, I've been thinking like, where are these guys getting all this shit from?
Yeah, bro? That's a good question. We're trying to find out more, but
yeah,
I don't know, it's hard because there's a lot of them too, and then I'm like, where the fuck do they get them from?
Exactly, dude.
One thing that I've been learning is that like no matter whether you're like I said in that video, that like the higher you go up, the more profit you should be able to make. But there's an exception though, because obviously you're gonna have more overhead as you go up, right? Like I have way more overhead than someone like for instance, right now, I probably have at least, without counting my items, I probably have $5K a month. That's already $60K a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, you have to have what's that about us? Qeens.com. I don't know if you've seen that. But basically, like the price there, everyone has access to it basically. So like the price there is basically exactly what it sells for on eBay.
Right.
So that's why I've almost been thinking that maybe I think there's actually more profit to be made when you get it like at the flea market or some shit like that. Just because
the higher you go up, the profit margins are going to slim down.
Yeah. So honestly, I don't know about what I said in that video. I don't know how true it is,
I was just referencing like what you said. Like if you can cut off the middleman, you can make more money, which is true. But like I'm just thinking that these guys are actually doing the hard ass work of fucking going through a whole ass. I mean,
like that guy who knows how many times he bought stuff to separate that many Bose items, you know? Who knows how many
Right.
thousands of dollars he bought in loads to separate that, because he said he's been putting that aside for a year. So
Interesting.
he
Well, I mean,
did a lot of movement to put that to the side. All we did was pull up and hand him the money. I don't think I want to switch places with him and spend all that money to get that product, you know? So
exactly, because all the manual labor that goes in.
yeah, like with some of the flea market guys, I just meet them directly at the flea market. They're unloading, they're doing all that stuff, and I just go and I pull up my cart, I pick up what I want, and I dip. So, you know, sometimes it's good to, like, you know, get all of it, but it depends how much work is involved as well.
Well, I mean, David, you said your dad does storage units, right? Does he find a lot of electronics in these things, or is it just mainly fucking junk?
He used to do storage units. That's how he started, and then he got eBay. But honestly, he just does, you know, straight up like what we do. He goes to flea markets and thrift stores. He has his little routes.
Yeah, David's dad has way more higher profit items. Like all his items are like,
he focuses on like way like spending $1 and trying to get 100 every time. That's what he tries to do, right?
Yeah, he's doing side missions now, bro. He probably made a lot of money, and he's just doing side missions.
He's chilling.
Yeah.
And I think in the long run, David's dad has probably done the best so far.
Yeah. So I have a question right here. It's what percentage of goods are you sourcing at? Oh, wait, that's literally the one I read. What are your profits for a month of sales? Me personally, whatever it says on my eBay, I usually make, let's say if I make 30 on eBay sales, I've been making about 5,000 on side deals, like through PayPal and Zelle. I think that's about like 22, you know, clear, because I don't spend that much money to make 22 of that being payouts and all that shit, probably, or 25, and then I don't know, probably 15 profit. I don't know, something like that, because my overhead's really low right now. And then someone said, always build a moat. And what was the outcome you guys thought would be in the beginning? For me, I didn't think it would be what it is now, but it's because we had the example of my dad. I think when me and Collin started doing eBay again, because we came back, you know, and started doing it, my dad's 90-day total it was like 80,000, bro. And we had that to follow and like to chase after. So that was kind of like where we were trying to go. And then pretty quickly, honestly, we started getting onto warehouse stuff and just growing fast. But I guess it was kind of expected, but not quite like this.
Yeah, I feel like in the beginning we were just going day by day. We didn't even really have like we didn't even really have a goal besides just to fill out the garage. That was literally it.
Yeah,
really.
But I remember I wanted to do more than my dad. That was my goal. On the 90-day tour, and I remember he was like 75,000 for 3 months, bro, and I was making that much working for a fucking year, you know, in Texas, and I was like, what the fuck? I want to do that. So that's why I kind of had that goal, but it took like a year to surpass that. I remember when Collin did 100, I was like, yo, what the hell? And then I was like, fuck that.
For my 90-day total?
Yeah, the first time you fucking you got up there, bro.
Yeah, that shit was insane.
I know. I remember once you sent me a stupid screenshot, bro. I think it was what was yours, bro? Like 177 or some shit.
The highest I ever got it was 186.
Big money, Collin.
The most I've ever gotten, bro, was like 118, and this dude sent me the screenshot. I was like, oh hell! I was like, damn, bro. Yeah, I had to give him a phone call right away. That was insane. Yeah, big boy Collin, dude. I'm telling you.
Hey, one question I have for you guys is so like your guys' store is pretty big and you guys have SKUs for each individual item. How do you know, like say like box, like let's just say like box 1 dash, like say box 1 has like X amount of products, let's just say like 50 products in there. Like how do you know when to like replenish, like when you go to replenish that box, how do you know like which SKU numbers to put on the like that to go in that box so they're not like the same, you know?
Yes, dude. So my stickers, they go from 1 to 10,000 and no numbers repeat. And I bought 10,000 stickers, but dude, now I remember I linked them because I bought them for like $40 for 10,000 stickers. I was like, oh hell yeah. But dude, I look now and they're like $100 now. So people
they
are.
Dude, I was looking on Amazon. Dude,
yeah,
they're expensive.
I was like, what the hell? But yeah, but I still have them though because I haven't listed since I started the sticker thing, I haven't switched. I think I'm down to like my last 2,000 stickers. But once I'm done with that, I'll see what I do. But most of the time, though, even if they were like repeating numbers, it's more than likely not going to be the same exact product in the same exact box with the same exact number. That's going to be really rare. And the way I replenish it, fill the boxes, it's going to be really rare, you know? And then, and if that does happen, you can just look at them. One might have a little dent here, a little scratch here, and you'll be able to tell them apart. But that's most likely not going to happen. In terms of like filling up boxes, I just go and look like, oh, let's fill this one up today. Like,
and then you just start on whatever number is like on the sticker roll.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Just go from there. But I'm not too strict on like, okay, you know, let's refill this one and have like a system where we are constantly refilling. You know, that's not what we do now. It's just kind of how we do it, where we just fill up as we go. You too, right, Collin?
Yeah,
you don't use stickers.
You said it's, how do you know, like, how do you not get an item mixed up in the same box?
No, how do you, like, basically I was saying, like, say you, like, when you pull out a box, how do you not use like say like you have 1 through 50, but like numbers 34 and 36 sold and 38 sold, like you obviously you don't just put those like number 38 back in there like on a new item, right? You just keep going through the sticker.
Oh yeah, I don't do numbers.
Yeah, Collin doesn't do numbers.
All my items are just in there with nothing on them. Because I don't do my listings anymore. I just mainly my worker, he does the pictures and sends them to Usman. And the rule is I just say don't put any items that look alike in the same box. And then yeah.
So you just like when an item sells, you just go in there and look for it. Like you don't know if it's not gonna be 48. You just look for the item.
Well, it's only marked just by the box number.
Right. So you just pull the box and look for the item.
I have an iPhone in box 50. I go in there. There shouldn't be another iPhone in there. And if there is another iPhone in there, then I'll have them like in a bag with like number 1, number 2, number 3 on each bag or something.
Okay, so, that makes sense. On top of that, I have another question about that. When you send items to Usman on every single product, like do you have your worker write a note like, okay, this one's dented here, scratched here?
It's only
like on every single item.
Not on every single one. Only
okay, I was about
like only if there's like a specific something that I think the buyer should know this before buying, and you can't tell from the picture. You know?
Okay.
So like
yeah, that makes sense.
I got 2 questions that came in. Someone asked what your 90-day total is. It's up to you if you want to say it, but if you want to say it, you can. And then what your goal would be. And then the second one is, can you share what someone, or you go ahead with that, and then we'll answer the next one.
Okay, so to start, dude, I have 530 products active on my store. I've sold 300, and right now, I was gonna ask you guys about this. When I check on the computer, my 90-day total is different than when I check on the app. I don't know why that is, but on the computer it says right now my 90-day total is 10,500, but on the app my 90-day total is like around roughly 8,500.
It's because so I know what it is. It's because on the computer you probably have it on all orders, so it's even ones that have been canceled and all that.
Okay.
On the computer.
That makes sense.
The 90-day total on the phone shows up even if you canceled it or it was a refund. It still pops up like as a sale type shit on there. Okay. Now, if you refund it, it'll deduct it. But if you sell something for 400 and then they cancel it, and then you just relist it, it'll stay up there on your 90-day total as 400.
Okay, interesting. So, Thank you for that. Yeah, makes sense.
One thing I was gonna say that I wish I would have known when I first started was, or not that I would have known, but now I have the issue where I'm out of space, which you might not expect you're gonna run out of space, but you might eventually. And so what I'm doing now is every time I load up a box, I'll like write a date on my whiteboard of which, like I filled up section A on this day. And then so that way, once I'm out of space, or once I'm like, let's say I'm on box Z, I can go look at the calendar and be like, okay, I loaded up box A 3 months ago. It's time to discount this one. Because right now I've done it so randomly that I don't even know which ones are the most recent ones, you know?
I see.
But that might be it won't be a problem until like way later down the line until your garage or whatever you have is filled up. But like it might be something like you want to have some kind of rotation, you know? So that way the old items, you can filter them out and clear out your space quickly.
Yep, that makes sense. Thank you for that.
So the next question was, someone said, can you share what type of goods your dad sells? It seems hard to scale with clothes and one-offs. My dad doesn't do clothes and one-offs. He has clothes that he lists, but he does pretty much the same thing Collin and I do. Like same product, like, you know, same stuff. And then he throws in like shoes and extra stuff that he finds, one-offs on top of the base that me and Collin have. So, but it's pretty much the same type of electronics, expensive, cheaper, and all that stuff. And then he used to have a thrift store, and he closed the thrift store down, and he just started doing eBay. And he has like, you know, like those big black plastic bags, dude. He has like probably 50 of those full of jerseys and stuff like that, like vintage stuff. And he just has them there. Some here and there, he'll fucking pull out a bag and have my like sister to list them. So he just has all that stuff there, chilling there. And then the next one, how many listings am I doing, or how many listings are you doing a day / week? We'll answer this quick. I personally am doing like 50. How many are you doing right now, Collin?
Right now,
go ahead. Oh, you go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, I was just gonna say right now at my scale, I'm just trying to do 20 to 30 a day.
That's perfect. Yeah.
I was doing 100 a day for a while, and like I said, I cut out the fluff. So then I went down to like maybe 60 to 80 a day. But my impressions and my sales went up because I was focusing on higher end items, and because I put more effort into like, now I'm like way more consistent on my messages, and I'm way more consistent on the offers. Like as soon as I get an offer, like every like 20 minutes, I'm checking it and make sure I clear those out. All the messages, I'm trying to clear them out. And I noticed that like people are always talking about like the daily listing gives you the algorithm boost. Well, so does like being consistent on the messages and the returns. Like, and like you can easily answer the messages more frequently and the returns and the offers. So that's.
So how many are you doing a day?
Huh?
Like how many are you doing a day right now?
I'm doing anywhere from like 50 to 70 to 80, just somewhere in there. It just depends on what I do.
As long as something's going up every day. That's kind of yeah. So someone someone just said finally caught you live. And then someone asked, do you guys celebrate for a good month of sales? Hell nah. Like honestly, if I do good, I gotta fucking try to go harder. Back in the day I used to get excited, but like I said, bro, when stuff's going good, you just gotta get ready for something to go bad. And you can't get excited because that's when God will fucking humble your ass, bro. Every time. That's it for the questions. And actually we're at 58 minutes. But that shit was actually the move. And then this is actually a little easier than doing like the normal podcast, because it'd be like an hour at least of editing and all that shit in the 3 angles. But then, like this is pretty cool. And then Collin's at his house and I'm over here, so like he didn't have to come over here. So what's your goal for the 90-day total? Let's say by June, by your birthday.
I gotta see 100 bands, bro. I gotta see 100 bands right there.
I'm trying to see. You know? Hell yeah.
Like that's a good amount. Like, dude, yeah, like, dude, 100 bands in 3 months in sales. Let's just say like fucking 30, 40,000, even 45,000 profit. Like, bro, that's in 3 months, dude. Like, dude, most people in their life won't even see that amount of money at once.
Yeah.
Like,
so.
And like the more like, since you're just getting started, you only have, what you said, 500 items in your store, right?
Yeah, I have like roughly 500.
Yeah, and if you're posting like 30 a day and you do that, like that's like 900 a month. Let's say you do like 700.
So just to run numbers, right? You said you sold 300 items?
Yes, more than that, but yeah, roughly 300.
90-day total is anywhere from 8 to 10,000. What if you could try to sell 300 items a week? Just that's pretty much where you want to be. It's going to be the 100 bands right there.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I'm talking about 200 to 300 a week. Collin is probably a little more. And, you know, we're right there. So
speaking of that, I have a question on top of that, if you don't mind, before we leave. Collin, I think you're just going on shipping time, or not shipping time, shipping prices. Your first class shipping is cheaper than David's, right? Like do you think this like plays into any effect on like getting more sales or anything like that? Like,
is I think David's,
bro,
like
I've been low-key taxing, bro, for like the longest. I charge $6.99.
Yeah, that's what I charge. I just copied David, but I think I like looked on your store one time and your first class items are like $5.30, which is a little bit more reasonable.
I think honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't paid attention to that, but it's because I have mine calculated by, huh?
That's probably just what Usman puts.
I think I told Usman, I think in the beginning, I was like, all right, just do 10 ounces on every item. And I think I just told him to leave it like that. But
yeah, I was just wondering maybe if it partakes into like more sales or anything, like just with a little bit cheaper shipping. Cause like you'd be surprised, like when you're buying something, dude, and like, especially me, like just selling for like the last 4 years, like when you buy something, like, dude, if the shipping is like, say like you see one for $6.99 and you see one for $5.30, but they're the exact same price, like, dude, as a buyer, like in your mind, you just go for the cheaper shipping one, you know?
Yeah, that's why they recommend you do free shipping, which I would do that, but that would just, I would have to like figure out how I'm going to do that with all the heavier items and shit, you know, because then I might get fucked on some of the ones that they cost more to ship than what they sell for.
I think me personally, I take a lot of low offers and I just keep the product moving. And usually people, when they buy off me, they get a monster deal. And then they're just like, oh, it's all, you know, fuck it, I'll just pay the extra $2-3 for shipping with like a smaller item. Today I had a controller for $85 and someone offered me $60. And most people were like, nah, bro, it goes for $85, but I let it go and he paid the $7 shipping. It's a little controller. I give monster deals because I kind of can with my profit margins, but I feel like I make up a lot of it by giving hella good deals all the time. And Collin too, I know you just
because sometimes if you sell something for like $3, $4, $5, if you accept a low offer like on an older item or something, you might fuck yourself because if you have free shipping, then it's not even gonna be worth it at that point.
Right. Yeah. I think for the bigger items, I think like in my opinion, I think calculated shipping is the move for bigger items. But what I do now, like since I charge $6.99 for shipping, I just go like on the most recent one sold and say it sold for $25. So I'll make sure that the $7 that I charge for shipping and the actual price of the product just equals out to $25. And I've been thinking like if I do free shipping, it might get more sales, but just do that as well. Like whatever the last one sold for, like let's $25, just do $24.99 free shipping, and it's basically the same shit.
Yeah, so it is the same shit. And my dad has talked about that too, where you kind of just choose either or. The price is going to be cheaper, and then the shipping. But honestly, I think it's better if the price is cheaper because people mainly look at the price, they don't look at the shipping. If something's $18 versus $25, they're going to choose the $18 one every single time, because the free shipping.
That's when we were first starting on eBay. People used to they would put their item for $1 and then put the shipping like as high as possible, like for the value of the item, because they wouldn't get charged for the ship. They wouldn't get charged fees on the shipping cost. But then eBay caught on to that, and then they started putting fees on the shipping too. So I think that's to show that it's just about the total value and not like whether it's like free shipping or not. It's just the total value of how much they have to pay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because like in the drop shipping world, dude, one of the big marketing tactics, you guys probably seen it all over, but people would just do free product, but they'll fucking upcharge for the shipping. Like say shipping's $5, they'll charge like it'll be a free product, but the shipping's $10. So in reality, they're making $5.
Like a free book or something.
Exactly, but you just pay for shipping, but they're upcharging the shipping.
Yeah,
I did like a giveaway. Did like a giveaway on Instagram for the Alpha. The fuck was it, Collin? It was like some free pre-workout, and I was like, oh hell yeah! And it was like a little taste test of pre-workout, and then it came like with like a shirt, but the shipping was like $20.
Exactly. So,
taste test, and I was like, oh, they got my ass, bro.
Yeah, they got you.
Did you still order it?
Yeah, I still got it though.
It works.
No, it works, bro. And I knew it, and I know how much shipping is. I was like, yeah, this fucking got me, bro.
It's because you're already there at the checkout. You're like, man, you already were thinking about getting it.
Oh yeah, we got like 20 questions and pretty much got them all. But yeah, I think it was pretty dope. We gotta do this again, bro. When you fucking get a little closer to that 100, bro. Once you fucking working.
Yeah. Hop back on, bro. I just want to say, yeah, dude. It's PR season right now, bro. I'm back at home. Got mom's cooking here, dude. I'm up about 20 pounds, just trying to fucking push this weight, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'm coming for that 315 bench. I need the 315 bench.
That's what I need too, bro.
Yeah, three wheels, bro. Three wheels is the new 225.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
How much are you benching right now, Collin?
I'm probably doing like 270. If I have
what are you doing right now?
I just PR'd I just PR'd last Friday. I did 250.
Okay. We're all actually I'm like at 265, 250, and then 270. I'm about to fucking catch a pump in San Diego, bro. I'm about to slide over there sometime.
Yeah, I'll pull up to Central Cal too, bro. Fresno
bro.
action.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, dude.
Well, were you gonna say something else?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, dude, shout out to these two guys for making all this shit happen, because I wouldn't even know about any of this without these two guys. So yeah, shout out to the legends right here.
Fuck yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, no, for real. I appreciate you guys, bro. You guys don't have to do any of this, bro. This is just, yeah, helping people out, bro. And you're honestly helping people. So yeah, thank you. Just know you guys are helping. So thank you.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate that shit. Yeah, we'll stay active on the
sir.
group, and whoever wants to join us down below, guys. And yeah, it's gonna be end right here, bro. We'll stay in touch on Instagram and stuff, bro, and on the group.
All right, bro.
All right, then, bro. Take it
Cheers.
easy, all right?
Peace.
All right,
Yeah.
later, guys.